Good evening, everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez and I'm a filmmaker and a film critic. And Narcos Season 2 is behind me, so let's talk about it now.
One way or another, he pays. Will do.
Now, Season 1 of Narcos for me took place at the level of 11. This season had no dial. This season broke the dial, if there was one. This season ups the ante, and that's saying a lot when you've seen the first season. We continue this aura of badassness with the escape of Pablo Escobar from La Catedral. And this season completely became about collateral damage, which is something the first season was building up towards near the end. This season also shows the disadvantages of wearing the uniform. What uniform am I talking about? The police uniform. You're literally painting a target on your chest if you're a policeman in this show. We see the impact of all this collateral damage through a bunch of new supporting and mid-range characters, such as Limon, a taxi driver, his friend Maritza, and one episode in particular highlights the plight of Colombian families living in Colombia at that time. Again, it's very important to remember what I said in my Season 1 review, that this show is not about Pablo Escobar. This show is about cocaine, and if you've seen this season, you will understand that it is indeed about cocaine, because there will be a Narcos Season 3. It studies how cocaine can make and break alliances, not just physically, but mentally. Wagner Moura is incredible yet again as Pablo Escobar. The writing allows him to be a bit more humane. His best scene to me comes in episode 2, while he's being asked by a reporter, how do you think the Pablo Escobar story will end? His face tells so much. You can tell the guy's in a great affliction. He's rethinking his life, and for the first time, he's afraid. But Wagner pulls it off so naturally that it comes off as respectful, and it sort of makes you believe this lie that he's selling to the Colombian government and you, that he wants a truce. It's a very Tom Hardy-ish performance from Wagner Moura. It reminded me of Tom Hardy's work in The Drop and to some extent Mad Max. Narcos Season 2 does get a bit more dramatic because there's a ton of weight in the season when it comes to the value of life, and a lot of characters, because of that drama, get really great introductions, and none of these introductions are better than Coronel Carrillo's. It's literally an oh my god moment. The beauty of that moment is that you know it's coming, but it still gets that reaction out of you. The oh my god, it's Carrillo, he's back again. And major props to the actor portraying Coronel Carrillo, Maurice Comte, I believe his name is. He has an incredible on-screen presence. His face and voice just yell badassness and gritty, and in his introduction he just says 5 words. One of them is his name, but the acting, the camera work, the music, the editing, it sells it as a much bigger moment. Episodes 2, 3, and 4 are incredible because of the return of Coronel Carrillo. Because of his return, Javier Peña and Steve Murphy go to some dark places as well. The cinematography and blocking are very well done and simple. We see Pablo Escobar drift further from his wife physically and emotionally. Through this shot, it's like she's become an enemy now, and his mother sits on his right-hand side. The only person who truly supports him is his mother in this season. Remember, his right-hand man used to be Gustavo in Season 1. By the way, aren't women complicated? Last season, his wife said that they should go back to Colombia. That's the only place that they're safe. Now she's like, oh, we need to leave Colombia. There's a lesson here, man. Don't marry. Well, I'm kidding, of course, but despite all of that flip-flopping, she is the strongest character of the show. She gets a ton of screen time. Tata, Pablo Escobar's wife. The show is very well written, but the crown jewel of the season and the crown jewel of the show would be Season 2, Episode 7, where the audience finally gets to experience empathy. It starts off when a random family living in Colombia is introduced to us. We see a father-daughter relationship as well. And it leads to one of the most terrifying scenes in this series. This whole show, it's pretty violent, and this season is pretty traumatic, and it keeps on reminding you that, listen, this isn't just entertainment. This actually did happen. They keep on splicing real-world footage and news footage to remind you that this happened. People suffered because of this one man and this substance. A friend of mine who happens to be Colombian disagreed with me because he said that the first season glamorized Pablo Escobar, which is true. But the reason the showrunners did that is so they can show you the downfall of this man, and he falls hard, Pablo Escobar, in this season. And they remind you of who you were rooting for in that first season by that episode, Episode 7. They remind you that you were sympathizing with a murderous terrorist in Pablo Escobar. The only negative, again, this season is the focus on the character of Steve Murphy. Javier Peña steals the spotlight yet again. He seems to be doing all the heavy lifting. He's not narrating as much because they let the actors act. The first season was all about information. They wanted to tell you what's going on in this place, who everyone is, so the voiceovers worked in that. Now it's just Story, 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 story. No need to tell you, no need to spoon feed you. Which hurts Steve Murphy's character a bit, but again, there is going to be a season 3, so let's see what happens in season 3. Bottom line is, Javier Peña should have been the main character of the show, and quite honestly, he is the main character of the show. Narcos season 2 gave us a very Sopranos-like season by showcasing how a drug lord thinks. You ever realize how they always want more and more money, and they're living like kings? It's never enough for those guys. Some of those themes were seen in the Sopranos as well. This is an incredible season of an even more incredible show, and I do not know how they superseded the quality and entertainment from season 1, which was incredible in my book. I'm giving this season a final score of 5 out of 5. It's far superior to the first season, much more action, much more dramatic, and it's far more cinematic as well. Thank you very much for watching, people. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that free subscribe button. I would like to thank you all for 1,000 subscribers as well. I hope you're enjoying the content. Thank you for watching my Narcos Season 1 review, and I'm glad you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope you enjoyed this season as much as I did as well. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, remember to love yourselves.
Soy el agua que mata tu sed, el castigo.